everybody, it's Brandy from Brandy's Book World, and I am back to give you my second Scholastic haul video. Like I said, they had a buy one get one free over the winter break, and so I indulged a bit too much. But I did have a friend tell me that you can work and volunteer during the sale, and you get like $8 an hour, but she puts all of her money toward books. So I thought that might be a neat deal to try next year. Can you tell I live on a really busy street? Yeah. Anyway, let's get started. The books that I have in this video are probably more YA, middle grade chapter books. So let me show you what I got. So I got This Side of Home, and it was on sale for $2.50, but basically I love Renee Watson. She is amazing. If you don't follow her on Instagram, I highly suggest it. She does amazing work with the Langston Hughes House, and she is a fabulous author who just won, the Caldecott. Oh, I don't know my rewards. Newbery. I'm not sure. I haven't ordered them. I know the American Library Association puts it out. Anyway, book fail. But yes, Renee Watson, amazing author, so I knew I had to read this. You guys are going to laugh. I also finally got my first copy of The Hobbit. I've never owned The Hobbit. I have a big, thick trio of the Lord of the Rings series, but I don't have The Hobbit. It's just not something that I have tried to read before, but I've always wanted it, and I love the 75th edition. 75th anniversary edition, so I'm glad I got it. I'm always nervous to buy something like this on Amazon because I just don't know how big it's going to come. Same thing with Book Outlet. I just don't know what it's going to look like. So when I saw this, I knew I loved the cover. I also got Roller Girl. Roller Girl was a really popular book this past year and made a lot of 2017 lists. It is a graphic novel as well, and it just says 12-year-old Astrid has always done everything with her best friend Nicole, so when Astrid signs up for roller derby camp, she assumes Nicole will too, but Nicole signs up for dance camp with a new friend instead. So this is going to be a great character development book to share with kids as well. I love graphic novels. I am so excited to see them really pushing through these days. I also got a hardback copy of The Girl Who Drank the Moon. I also got a couple of extra copies to give away for friends who are some amazing women, and so I cannot wait to read this. I know I should probably prioritize this for middle grade March. I'm not sure I'll get to it, but I'm super excited. And that means I have a copy right here that I need to give or sell. They also had Beautiful Darkness, which is in the Beautiful Creature series. I didn't have book 2, so when it was $4, decided to pick it up, and I'll put it with my collection. I also got Clayton Bird Goes Underground. This was at the Scholastic book sale when we had it, but with $16.99, I was a little unsure I was going to love it. It's a great diverse tale, or a great diverse book. Coretta Scott King Honor, and he just has a really great look to it. Rita Williams Garcia is a Newbery Honor author. When, Cool Papa, when? That's what Clayton Bird is always asking his grandfather, Cool Papa Bird. When does he get a solo to show off his talent on the blues harp? Clayton feels most alive when he's with Cool Papa Bird and the bluesmen, playing the music he feels in his bones. So I'm excited to read this, and it's only 165 pages, so it shouldn't take too long. One of my most anticipated books that I keep putting off on my TBR is Refugee. There are 3 different refugees in this book. There's Joseph, a Jewish boy living in 1930s Nazi Germany. Isabel is a Cuban girl in 1994, and Mahmoud is a Syrian boy in 2015. I have yet to meet someone who read this and didn't absolutely love it and talk about how much they loved it. So I'm definitely putting this at the top of my TBR. Granted, it's been 4 months since I bought these books, so that tells you, but they've been sitting in my car forever, and I finally cleaned my car out this spring break, so I know I'm gonna get better. I also got The Player King by Avey. I have loved this author ever since he wrote The True Confessions of Charlotte Doyle. but I thought this sounded really interesting. It was England, 1486. King Henry VII has recently snatched the English crown and now sits on the throne, while young Prince Edward, who has a truer claim, has apparently disappeared. Meanwhile, a penniless kitchen boy named Lambert Simnel is slaving away at a tavern in Oxford. So it begins putting all these characters together. So I love historical fiction, and just by looking at the cover, I thought maybe a couple of boys and some of my history nerd students would love it. And let's be honest, I bought it for me too. Finally got my copy of Warcross by Marie Lu. I cannot be more excited to read this. Everybody on Instagram loves this, and this is just another one of a novel about students in a game-like world, but truly anything Marie Lu writes is magical, and this cover is just beautiful, so definitely putting this high up on my TBR. I also saw this, and I'd seen it on a couple of middle grade lists and wasn't sure, but when I saw it on sale, Rump, the true story of Rumpelstiltskin. I love fairy tale retellings, and so I just thought it would be something for me to go on my fairy tale shelf that keeps growing into probably more shelves now. I also got Ugly. I heard that if you love Wonder, that this was a great book to read as well, and this is just talking about a memoir by Robert Hoge, and kind of like a true Wonder story about how he overcame his differences. It says, when Robert was born, he had a tumor the size of a tennis ball in the middle of his face and short, twisted legs. If you've ever felt different, worried about the way you look, or wondered where you belong, you'll see yourself in Robert. So I'm excited to read this. And I think a lot of the 5th graders and 4th graders that I'm working with on my book club with Wonder will like it too, so I'll have to suggest it then. I'm not really sure if I have this book or not. I might, but anytime you see a Kate DiCamillo book and it's on sale, you grab it. So this is Ramey Nightingale, and this is also the first book where we get to know the next character that she's putting a book out for. So she has a book coming out in October of 2018, and you get to know that character in this book. So it's one of the characters in Louisiana. I know Louisiana, I think, is in the title of the book. But anyway, super excited about that. All her books are so good. I got my own copy of Hunted. I saw it in paperback, and so it was $8.99, which means I paid about $4.50 for it. And this is kind of a retelling of Beauty and the Beast. So, again, I already told you how much I love those. I finally got my hands on Solo. This was $10, making it $5 after the discount. And Kwame Alexander is going to be at our Project Lit summer event, and I'm excited to meet him, and I want to get this book read. All of his books, most of his books are in lyric form, and so I just couldn't be more excited. I love the characters he builds, and great diverse reads, so perfect for our students. And the last book I picked up was Orphan Train. I had put this on my wish list back this summer. I was looking for books to buy at Target and had seen this, so when I found it for $7, I thought I would pick it up. But I'm excited to kind of see and read through this when I get the urge to read more of that historical fiction. But yeah, anyway. Alright, that is video 2 of my Scholastic haul. That was more of my YA chapter books that we put all in one stash. Some middle grade in there too, and even an adult book. So yeah, we're rocking and rolling. I'll continue to upload these, and let me know if you've read any of these books, have loved them, or have any questions about the books I got. Yep, I'd be happy to help. Have a great day. Bye. Hey everybody, it's Brandy from... My dog just jumped on the bed and now yep, it's all shaky. Okay, I think you're good.